Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, my dear student. Hope that all of you are fine. Keep safe yourself at your homes. I am your SST teacher. Today, I would like to teach you SST chapter number 1, Human Rights. Before starting the lesson, I would like to share some instruction with you. I would like to some instruction with you. Listen the instruction very carefully and follow them. Number one, check your headphone and internet connection for listening the lecture properly. Keep your textbooks, pencil, and rough notebooks along with yourself to jot down the most important point. Third, at last, you can ask the questions after listening the lecture very carefully. Fourth, you will do all the written work in your final midterm copy. In the last, I would like to share how you will do the written work in your notebook. Now, Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Our topic is human rights. My dear student, what is your understanding about the term rights? All of you know very well about the meaning of the humans. Humans means men, women, old, young, child. And rights, when the Allah created the Adam alayhi salam and sent to the earth, and when the human started the life on the earth, he has some rights. What is the rights? It means the thing which related to the needs of the humans. What I have told you? I have told you the meaning of the rights. Rights means the things which are related to the human's life and which are the needs of the humans, they are called the rights. Now, I would like to share the definition of the human rights. Human rights are the rights that all people have by virtue of being human beings. As I have told you, when the humans created by Almighty Allah and sent them on the earth and they started their lives. Now, I would like to share the primitive age. What was the primitive age? When the men started their lives, they lived in the caves. But they don't have the sense how they will spend their life. When they have started the learning, they know how they will spend their life. So they need something. For example, shelter. For example, foods. For example, education. For example, health facilities. So these are the rights. Now, when we are talking about the Islamic education and the Islamic teaching, when the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam set the Muslim society in Medina 622 AD, he declared the human rights. Now, in account of the human rights, all the humans have the rights. If they are the man, if they are the women, if they are the child, if they are the old, if they are the young, even we have learned, you have already learned about the rights of the women, rights of the men, rights of the children, rights of the teachers, rights of the old man, rights of the relatives, rights of the neighbors. These are the categories of the human rights. These are the categories of the human rights. If we are talking about the human rights. Now, so please to keep in your mind the term human rights. Human rights means rights are the human rights are the rights that all people have by virtue of being human being. The second definition is human rights are derived from the inherent dignity of the human persons and are defined internationally, nationally, and locally by the various law making bodies. As I have given you the examples of the Islamic society in 622 AD, our Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam established Islamic society. So he declared the rights of the men, rights of the women, rights of the children, rights of the neighbors, rights of the senior citizen. Senior citizen, what does the means of the senior citizen? Senior citizen means the old citizen of the society, if they are the men and if they are the women. Okay. Now, what things are included in the human rights? As I have told you, what are the needs of the humans? The needs of the humans are the information about where they have living means they what is the habitat of the humans. Religion. As a Muslim, we know very well what are our rights and what are the rights of the other people. Education. What does it mean of the education? Education means education is your rights. Education is your basic rights. If you do not get the education, it means that you are not availing the human rights. My dear student, education gives you the sense of the right and wrong, the sense of the positive or the negative. Then the rights of the speech means the rights of the freedom. Freedom means we, after education, we have the sense of the criticism. We have the right of the criticism. What does it mean of the criticism? Means we have opinion about now the people doing the wrong thing, the people do the right things. For example, we have some issues, the social issues, the political issues, and the economical issues. It means that if we are the well informed person, we have the education about regarding these issues, so we have the rights to criticize positively or the negatively, because positive criticisms is the sign of the development, is the sign of the progress. Now, association. Association means the social interaction. If you belongs to any caste, any races, it's your rights to mingles with the other people of the society, because when you mingles with the other persons of the society, so we have this association. We know the conditions of the people, how many poor are living in the society and how many rich people are living in the society, and how many that the medium class people are in the society. Then the culture. What is a culture? Culture means to cultivate something. It means what you are wearing, what you are eating, what is your way of life. Culture means the way of life. The way of life means your food, your clothing, your celebration of the different occasion like the marriage ceremony and like the death ceremony. Okay? So these are associated with the culture. Movement. What does the means of the movement? Movement means then liberty. Liberty means freedom. Means being a Pakistani, you can move from one place to another place. There is no restrictions. There is no boundaries. Now people they belongs to the Punjab, Sindh, Balochistan, KPK. They mingle with each other and they can move from one place to another place. It means that they have the completely right of the liberty. What does the means of the liberty? Liberty means freedom. And freedom means what you have wish according to your point of view, you can avail it. You can use it. Okay. So, what are the components of the human rights? The components of the human rights, number one is the religion, number two is the culture, education, speech, association means social interaction, and movement means freedom, traveling from one place to another place, and information. Information means we know very well about each and everything. Now, second topic is the history of the human rights. My dear student, as per shown in the screen, there are some different periods of the history of the human rights. Ancient Greek Roman period, era of the kings and the queens, life short brutal, identification communities versus the individual, slavery, religious belief, the judgmental versus the benevolent divinity. Now, the concept of human rights is as old as humans being themselves. Okay. However, in ancient times, anyone who had power enough could do what he or she wanted to other people. Kings, queens, nobles, soldiers, and the journals were usually the most powerful person in most societies in those days. While other people did not have any rights, kings and queens claimed to be either gods or the children of the gods. But now, when the time has been changed, the societies grew larger and larger. The concept of the rights has been changed. Nowadays, my dear students, nowadays, we are talking about the current times. Everybody is able to understand right. Now you have listened a lots of time. If you are going to avail the opportunities, so people claim that this is our right. It is my right. Because it is my right. What is right? It means your need. You must. What I have told you, the demand of the right means is must. The people have the awareness about what his or her demand. They know very well about the rights. The history of the human rights. Now, being equal under the law is a very recent legal concept in the human history. Many wars and the revolutions had to be fought to get to where we are today. Here are some dates of the significance. Means 1215 century, King John signed the Magna Carta limiting the monarch powers. 1775, the American Revolution occurred as the 13 colonies fought for their independence from the Great Britain. July 4, 1776, the American Congress issues the Declaration of the Independence, proclaiming the existence of a new country, the United States of America. 1791, the U.S. Bill of the Rights was passed, giving freedom and civil rights to the Americans. August 26, 1789, the National Assembly, similar to House of the Commons, passed the Declaration of the Rights of the Man and the Citizen, guaranteeing all French citizens their basic freedoms. 1833, Britain Act abolished slavery throughout its empire. 1865, the Third Amendment to the U.S. Constitution abolished slavery. 1945, a new international organization was formed, the United Nations. Okay, there are lots of examples. 1966, sorry, there are lots of examples. Now we are talking about the scenario of the Islamic society. The Holy Prophet taught us to the respect other people's rights. In the last sermon, okay, he claimed that no Arab is superior to the non-Arab. No white man is better than the black man. Men and women have an equal rights in Islam because we are the part of the Islamic society. We are the part of the Islamic society. We are the citizen of the Islamic state, so we strictly follow the rules and regulation and the teaching of the Holy Quran, Sunnah, and our traditional and the cultural values. Okay, so our caliphate, like Hazrat Umar Razilullah Ta'ala Anha, Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq, Hazrat Usman Ghani Razilullah Ta'ala Anha, and Hazrat Ali Karamallah Wajah Razilullah Ta'ala Anha, and the rest of the Islamic kings strictly follow the strictly follow the rules and regulations and belief of the human rights. Now we are talking about the Pakistan because we are the part of the Pakistan. In 1947, before 1947, British ruled over the subcontinent. Okay, in 1947, Pakistan appeared on the map of the world, and Qaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah plays a lots of importance of the human rights. His sister Fatma Jinnah was independent state of Pakistan. His Fatma Jinnah was also a supporter of the human rights and led the people in their struggle for the democracy against the President Ayub Khan. My dear students, the next topic is the Universal Declaration of the Human Rights. It means that when the humans of the universe, means the whole world, need the declaration, means the announcement of the human rights. Okay? Now, when the demand rose day by day, so in 1966, two further international agreements were adopted called the Convent and the Convention. United Nations Convention on Economic, Social and the Cultural Rights, International Convention on the Civil and the Political Rights. Because the economic, social and the politicals are related to the human's life. Since 1966, further convention has been adopted. Convention on the elimination of all forms of the discrimination against the women, means we are talking about the rights of the women's. Convention against the torture, means injustification. Convention on the rights of the children, means we are totally against the abuse of the children in the society. Unfortunately, we are facing the problems. We are the part of the third world country, and the third world country have the problems of the rights of the women's, rights of the men's, and rights of the children. Convention and the initiatives led to the certain creation of the United Nations High Commission on the Human Rights. Now, Universal Declaration of the Human Rights. The UN, United Nations, it's an international organization which totally focused on the rights of the men, women, and the children. Was formed in 1946 to promote the peace between the nations of the world. Its members realized that this would not be possible if people did not have the basic right in their own countries. Okay, in 1948, the member countries of the UN agreed upon a list of above 30 human rights called the Universal Declaration of the Human Rights. Now, what are these five basics Universal Declaration of the Human Rights? Number one, the right of the life, liberty, security of a person, the rights to freedom from the arbitrary arrest, to a fear of the trial, to be the presumed innocent until the proven guilty, to freedom from the interference with the privacy of the one's homes and the correspondence, the rights of the freedoms of the movements and the residents, to assume nationality and the ownership of the property, the rights to freedoms of the thoughts, conscience, religion, opinion, and expression, to association, peaceful assembly, and the participation in the government, to social security work, rest and the standard of the living, educate for the health and the well-being, the rights to education and the participation in the social lives of the one's community. Now, my dear students, the most important thing is the education. Why I am emphasizing on the education? Because education is, as I have told you in the early, education is the basic rights of the humans. Because education give you the sense, because education give you the awareness about the life, about the social, political, and economical life. If you have the knowledge about the social, political, and the social, political, and economical issues, so you can easily raise your hands for the rights. If you don't have if you don't have if you don't have if you don't have the awareness about if you don't have the awareness about the rights, so you don't have the you don't have the opportunities to avail your rights. But what are the things of your basic rights are included in your basic right? The things which are included in your basic right, number one is the education, then food, shelter, health, and the freedom of speech, freedom of freedom of spend your lives according to your wish and will. Okay. Now, there is an international, before starting threats to the human rights, there I would like to share one of the most important organization, international organization, Amnesty International. My dear student, what is the Amnesty International and what is the role of the Amnesty International? Amnesty International is another well-known organization working for the human rights in the world. A British lawyer, Peter Benanzens, established it in 1961 AD. The headquarters of the Amnesty International are in London. All of you are listening me very carefully about the information regarding the Amnesty International, which give the report, international report after the 3 months, after the 6 month or yearly. ठीक है ना? Regarding the conditions, human rights condition of the different states, different countries. So Amnesty International is an well-known international organization work for the human rights in the world. The pioneer of the Amnesty International is the British lawyer Peter Benanzens. It was established in 1961 and its headquarters is in London. Okay. Now, what is the role and what is the duty of the Amnesty International? Amnesty International is look after the issues and the concerns and the problems of the human rights all over the world, and issued and express the report of the world, and categorize the countries according to the number system. And unfortunately, the third world countries, including the unfortunately the third world countries have the problems of the human rights. Okay. Now, I would like to move the threats to the human rights. Being a humans, the fear always has been in the humans. Threats to the human rights. Here I would like to share. Here I would like to share the examples of the 9/11 event. Okay, now 9/11, the incident of the 9/11. All of you have read and all of you have learned about the 9/11 incident. 9/11 incident. In 9/11 incident, thousands of people were killed. Now, what is it? It is a sign of the threats to the human's rights. It means when you are talking about your rights, so anywhere, any person can commit the crimes, can create the violence. When the crimes and the violence created, what will happen? You will have the loss of the lives, economical loss. Then the people have lost their lives and their properties. Countries lost their citizens and lost their economy. So there will be the law and order situation will be created. When there will be the law and order situation will be created, so the judiciary play the vital role for resolving the problems of the threats to the human rights. Now, 20th century, we have the problems of the war against the terrorism. War against the terrorism. What does the mean of the terrorism? Terrorism means you threats those nations they developed in the world. Now you are focusing on the development of the states or the nations. Then in the race of the development, you can push them the back, backward to the countries. So now today we are facing the problems of the war against terrorism internally and externally. What does the means of the internally and externally? Internally means, my dear students, now every day we have listened the news, and in the news we have watched and listened the social, political, and the economical issues. And now the internationally means on the line of the control, LOC. It is called the LOC, line of the control. There is a there is a cold war between the India and Pakistan regarding the Kashmir issue. And nowadays we have the problem in the Palestine regarding the mosque of Alaska. Okay. So what are these? These are the examples of the threats to the human rights in the world. Being a Muslim, we are facing a lots of problems in the world. Okay. So the next is Constitution. First, my dear student, I would like to share the definition of the Constitution. What does the means of the Constitution? You are the students of the school. In the beginning of the every class, you have the syllabus, and in the syllabus you have the some rules and regulation in a black and white or in a written form. So what it shows? It shows and you will follow these rules and regulations, so you will be survive in the school environment. Otherwise, you will not survive in the school environment. Same as the government of Pakistan have some rules and regulations. The set of rules and regulations. What does the mean of the Constitution? My dear student, I would like to share the definition of the Constitution with you. Now please listen the definition of the Constitution very carefully. Constitution means the sets of laws, the sets of rules and regulations which set by the government. Okay, now in government, who have in government? The your your representative, your peoples are your representative and your peoples are in the government. So according to the Constitution of Pakistan, there are the three types of the rights: the fundamental rights, independence of the judiciary, and the referendums. Okay. Now, in human rights, according to the Constitution of the Pakistan, Constitution of the 1973, 1973. The According to the Constitution of the 1973, what are the basic human rights in Pakistan? Number one, the right to safety of life. It is the responsibility of the government of Pakistan to protect the lives of its citizens. The right to personal liberty. Nobody should be arrested without warrants. Nobody can be jailed without a proper trial in a court of the law. To right the right to justice. Everyone should be treated fairly. There should be no discrimination on the basis of the religion, sect, race, or the gender. All men and the women are the equal. The right to dignity. No citizen should be humiliated. Everyone should have the chance to live with dignity. The right to privacy. Nobody should be searched by anyone without a proper search warrant. The right of movement. Nobody should be stopped from the traveling. The right to assembly. People can meet each other whenever they like. The right to the profession. People can choose any profession they like. The right to expression. People can say or write whatever they wish as long as it does not harm other citizens. Hence, they should also be free to criticize the government. The right to ownership. Every citizen is free to own property through the purchase, gift, or the inheritance. The rights to equality. All citizens should get equal opportunities for developing themselves. These are the basic rights. These are the basic rights which have mentioned in the Constitution of 1973 in Pakistan. My dear students, what I have discussed with you totally about the human rights, it does not mean you will hurt, you will keep themselves, save yourself in accounts of the human rights and hurt the other people. Okay? We should always respect the rules and regulation of the states. We should always obey the law. We should always respect the humans like the man, the women, the old, and the young. People should be very careful about their rights. Okay, so it is your moral, religious, and the social duty. It is your moral, religious, and the social duty. You should be careful about your family members. You should be careful about your neighbors. You should be very careful about your relatives, your family members, even those people you don't know. The needy, you should be very careful about this. When you will follow the concept of the human rights in your daily life, so inshallah, our society, our country will be prosper. Our country will be developed. Our society will be developed society because our Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam told us about each and everything in accounts of the human rights. In the eyes of Allah, who is the most righteous, only he or she is take care of the human rights. In last, homework. My dear student, how you will start your homework? Listen the instruction very carefully. You have the two numbers of the copies, one for the midterm and one for the final term. Okay, now you will select one single line copy for the midterm. Okay, first you will fill up the face sheet, your name, class, roll number, section, subject, the name of the school, PABSS, because you are the secondary students. Okay, the first sheet you will put the data, biodata. In account of the biodata, you will write the name, father name, class, section, roll number, subject, the name of the subject teacher, and the name of the class teacher. Okay. Then second page you will develop the title of the midterm. Okay. Then you don't mention the month. Okay. Only midterm. On the third page you will write the names of the unit number 1, human rights. Okay. And then you start your work. Okay. Home task. Now you have only the 4 questions in account of the short category. Write the answer of the following questions. Number 1, define the human rights. What is your understanding after the lecture about the human rights? You will write in your own words. You can take the help from the lecture, the screenshot, or the other resources. Write 5 names of the human rights. Okay. What are the basic rights of the human? Just you will mention what I have told you. Okay. Write a paragraph about the Universal Declaration of the Human Rights. You can take the help from the textbook page number 2. Okay, about the answer of the human rights. Or write 5 points from the Constitution of the Pakistan about the human rights. You can take the help from the page number 4. There are 11 points. You can write any five any 5 points in accounts of the human rights. Okay. My dear student, I hope that all of you have listened this section very carefully. Now, for the question, you will use the black pointer, and for the answer, you will use the blue ink pen or the fountain pens. Okay. Now, for the heading, you will use the blue or the black cut marker. If you are using the black cut marker, so you will underline with the blue cut marker, or if you are using the blue cut marker, so you will underline with the help of the black cut markers. Okay. Should be very careful about your handwriting. You will follow the print handwriting. Okay. You will follow the print handwriting. Okay. Very careful about to avoid the use of the left side margin. You will write all the answers among the right or the left side margin. There should be the finger distance among the words. Okay. The formation of the letter should be completed. Okay. And your presentation of the work should be 100% excellent. Okay. So if you will follow all these instructions, I hope that you will enjoy the yourself at your homes. Keep safe themselves at your homes. Okay. Concentrate on your studies. If you have any query, any questions, you can ask me through WhatsApp, school WhatsApp numbers, or after the lecture.